Pattaya City Expats Club is a non-profit social organisation and our speakers are volunteers. The club as such assumes no responsibility or liability for the professional reputation of or the quality of services provided by the speaker today.
G'day and Swadikab. Well, Ren Alexander here for Pattaya City's Expat Club, and today we were really privileged to have a moving and inspiring talk by Mark Reid, the prime mover behind the Pattaya Food Bank program, and it was called Good from the Bad. And how it was the tell us what it was the story about.
Well, the story was basically about from starting with a basic requirement or appeal for 30,000 baht to do one food run, give some supplies to people that were needed, and how it grew to receiving donations of 650,000 and sponsoring people and giving them roofs over their head, etc.
But of course, and it goes back to the COVID lockdown when everything shut down.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, from the 18th of March was when we found out that the pubs were going to be getting closed. We were able to open until the 30th, and then after that I then started seeing all of these lines on the streets, decided I wanted to do something about it, put out an appeal, and the rest is history.
So I really can't encourage you enough to have a look at this talk, because the state of the world is the state of leadership. So you look at the state of the world today, this is the state of leadership, right? And this is a story about leadership, about stepping up to a plate. And of course, to be a leader, you have to have people who also put up their hand and say, I want to be part of this.
Absolutely. You know, I had a few of my volunteers that had helped us out. Without them, none of this would have been possible, that came along to the talk today. My staff were instrumental. They helped with packing and, you know, sometimes helped me to go up and do the shopping. And, you know, it's a proper team event. It's not just a one-man band. Without all of those, it wouldn't be possible.
So what is a message you would say to people? Because a lot of us go, you know, we have first world problems, and it's like, oh, I'm trapped, I'm so bored, and, you know, and then we've got the internet and telephone. What would you say to people? And I understand mental health problems do arise from the lockdowns and stuff, but what would you say to people to encourage them to find more compassion to other people?
Well, I think one thing that I spoke to Margie from Hand to Hand about, for my saying was, giving is the fast track to happiness. That's one thing I've learned over the last 6 months of giving out, you know, all of this food and hope to people. So when you actually give, you know, I've always been a giver rather than a receiver. I think if you start to, you know, you give, it feels good. It feels good to give. And even if it's just your time that you're giving, whether you're donating your time to a charity or so on, it feels good. So go out there, find a charity that's close to your heart, ask them if you can help them, whether you're a graphic designer that can help them with some computer stuff, or whether you can help them physically by going and delivering supplies. Whatever it is, just go down, have a chat with someone. There'll always be someone wanting to, it will make some use of your time.
I can't remember exactly who said it, but somebody said, if you want to be happy, practice compassion to other people.
100%. I think, you know, gratitude, if you feel gratitude, it's difficult to feel angry or sad when you feel gratitude, and by doing work like this, you feel tons of gratitude.
Well, I don't think there's a more appropriate message to end this little interview on, but I really push you to have a listen to the talk and to really think about how you can make a difference and how you can increase your happiness by actively practicing compassion for other people. For now, it's goodbye and Swadikab from Mark Reid, the Pattaya Food Bank program. And where can they track you down and make a donation?
If you search on Facebook, Pattaya Food Bank program will come up straight away. Contact me through the messenger there. My telephone number's there. Come into Hemingway, see me there. However, you can track me. Everybody knows where I am.
So this is a really important message to take away. For small amounts of money, you can put shelters over people's head and give them some breathing space to reboot their lives, because there were some stories at the end how people had just got a little bit of hope, a little bit of time to regroup and restart their lives.
Hope is the key. Giving someone hope, taking the pressure away from them for 3 months. We've all been there when we've not been able to pay our rent and the stress that you go through, so for sure.
And of course, a lot of these were kids and stuff that were part of the queues.
Women, children, elderly, everything. We've seen it all.
You know, we think we're, you know, this advancing civilization, yet kids are going to go to bed hungry tonight in many places in the world.
100%. Thank you very much.
Goodbye and Swadikab.
Thank you.